Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, Keeper and Crusader. Welcome to Crypto Wars. What is up, brother?
Yo, what's going on?
You started to say what's going on, and it combined with Tiburon.
Spanglish, bro. Just like my daughter just speaks it straight Spanglish at this point.
Is she speaking? Does she literally mix them in sentences? Like she'll be
Yeah.
"Hey, daddy, ¿qué pasa?" Like,
yeah. She'll be like, "I want," and then say something in Spanish, and then back and forth.
She'll be like, "Yo quiero Taco Bell." Yeah,
not that exactly, but yes.
Yeah,
no, she's just straight up Spanglish at this point.
Totally understood. We've talked before that once I started learning Portuguese, it turned into Portuñol pretty quickly. But that was more of I didn't know all the words to use in Portuguese. I knew them in Spanish. And now when I try to speak Spanish, I end up throwing in Portuguese words. And it's just a whole it's a whole thing now. So any event, hopefully everybody's doing well today. It's Thursday. We got a lot of news to cover, some good stuff going on in the crypto space. Make sure you smash the like. Make sure that you guys are subscribed. And make sure you turn on the bell notification. Those are important things to do. Those are simple ways that you can support the stream. And hey, know that we are streaming. Also, Crusader, you want to pull up Twitter real quick? Make sure you guys are following us on Twitter. Yes, definitely putting out the announcements over there and trying to do a good job of being a little bit more active on Twitter. It's tough when you've got all of these different socials going on left, right, and sideways. But make sure to follow us on Twitter. It is Crypto Wars OG. So if you're not following us over there, make sure to do so. All right, let me jump into the chat real quick and say hello. We got a lot of familiar faces in the chat. First one that I see today is Caffeinated Crypto. Says, hola, guys. Actually, I want to touch that real quick. Caffeinated Crypto put in a $10 super chat. He is a member. I saw it at the very end of I was literally exiting out of the stream yesterday. And as I like hit, it was like, no, like I like exited out. And as I hit it, I see this $10 super chat. And I was like, no. So at any event, Caffeinated Crypto, we did get your name on the wheel 20 times, brother, 20 more times because your name's already on there. And that is for Flipper Hodl. If you guys are not hip to the fact that we are giving away money, hey, Flipper Hodl tomorrow, bro.
Let's go. $4,000, baby.
4,000. And guys, we told you we told you that we would either have an influencer come on and play and then your name on the wheel to win said money.
Are we saying who's coming?
Are
we saying
no, let's not.
It's a surprise.
We got a surprise tomorrow. We got a surprise guest, a cameo coming in, and super excited about that. There's probably going to be a bunch of people in here tomorrow, and we do have somebody coming on. So get your name on that wheel. That money will be donated to somebody on the wheel. So if you're a member, like I said, every dollar turns into $2. And if you're not a member, every dollar, put your name on the wheel. Tomorrow is the next time we're playing. And where is that? Right here. There we go. Flipper Hodl tomorrow. Let me see here. I started to jump into the chat and then got sidetracked there with the super chat thing. So we have also, who's in here? Enrique Suave. Good to see you. We've got Crypto Wanderer, Puddles, Crypto Pollo, who definitely wants some money. Crypto Pollo. What did Crypto Pollo win? 800 and I get them mixed up. Crypto Pollo won 872 or Crypto Pollo won 700?
700.
700. Okay.
What was the other guy? The one for Christmas was 800.
The Christmas one was the 872. Yeah. So shout out to everybody that has been winning money on there. That's been a lot of fun. Crypto Stevo in the house. Alex O Crypto, you better have your game face on, bro, because Trading Wars Season 3 starting January 15th. You will be getting a message so that we can get you signed up to do all the things that you need to do to get the exchange stuff taken care of and all that. We'll be getting with you here shortly. Sophisticated, I can't see his whole name, but I think it's Sophisticated Fly Fishing, Dirtbag Fly Fishing, I think, or something like that. Can't see the whole name. Patriot Caveman. Anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you. Crusader appreciates each and every one of you. Thank you guys for always being so supportive of the show. And
since we're playing Flipper Hodl tomorrow,
yeah,
that means we got to play a little warm-up game today. Get people hyped up, get final entry to start putting in some super chats because tomorrow is going to be wild. So if you're going to wait for tomorrow, put in some super chats, it might be too late.
Tomorrow's going to be wild, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think tomorrow's going to be a wild day. We're going to have a lot of people in here. And hopefully this person plays as if it's like I want somebody to take a bank offer, but it's really fun for them not to. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, so far, the last
can
two
do.
guys have made good money not taking the bank offer, dude.
Because they called their mom. That's why. So we're gonna have to tell this individual that's coming on tomorrow, hey, call your mom and get the number from her, because she moms have apparently been hooking people up, as it were, with Flip or Hodl. All right, let's check out the crypto markets. Let's see what's going on. See what the crypto market caps are looking like. If I could see my tabs a little bit better, I could pull up said crypto market cap. Is this scrolling?
No, it's not.
For some reason, I have a tab pulled up, and I know you can see it, but it is not. Here it is. Aki. Okay. So the global crypto market cap is at 1.7. I wish it was a 3 trillion. 1.73 trillion with the T dollars. That's up 3.25%. Let me make sure. Let me update this. Make sure that's good. See this thing, dude. This thing is so frustrating. We are not down 5.5%. Why does this do this? It literally like updates and
Bitcoin dropped like 5% yesterday. That was about
yesterday, but today, see, look, these numbers look right. Okay, well, 44,119 up about 3.5%. ETH at 2278 up a little over 3%. BNB hanging tough at about $320. Solana got back over that $100 mark, $103.27. XRP fam, put them up. We're at 58 cents. Congrats, welcome. Cardano at 57 cents. I think Cardano, anything around where we're at right now, none of this is financial advice, but I see Cardano being a 600% gainer at least.
Dude, I got my bags packed for Cardano.
Yeah, Cardano's going to rip. I mean, a lot of things are. Avalanche at 38.80. Been doing its thing.
Go ahead. Go hit the top 10. I'm actually going to announce 3 cryptos that I picked up yesterday. I actually bought some crypto yesterday. I'm
actually going to go a little bit past the top 10, but Dogecoin is at 8 cents, up a couple percent. Polkadot dropped back out of the top 10 for right now. But let's check on our 2 head-to-head competitors here, Crusader, because I passed you yesterday, and I don't know what it is today. You passed me again. Damn it. You are
the rest of me Caspa, baby.
The Caspa Kings are at 11 cents. They're up 7.07%. And VChain down at number 40 at 3.2 cents. Dude, up 1.7. Oh, I love it, bro. I've got somebody I'm packing bags or helping pack some bags for. And VChain's definitely going to be on there, baby. Because, bro, it will be a bad bull market to see VChain, and I know you agree with this. It will be a bad bull market to see VChain do a 10x from there at 30 cents. That's just barely over the previous all-time high and all the things. We're going to talk about VChain a little bit later on today. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on in the crypto markets. And then Crusader, you said you had, let me pull that off there. You said you had some assets.
I actually bought the dip yesterday, right? I was just looking through. It was late at night. I was like, man, I haven't bought crypto since like last year.
Okay.
It's been a while. I need to buy some more. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pull the trigger. It might not be the best entry points. It might drop a little bit lower.
But you never buy the bottom and sell the top. So that's
exactly it, right? It's like I might as well just start dollar cost averaging my positions into it. So I bought some AVAX yesterday. I bought like about $500 worth of AVAX.
Okay.
I bought another $500 of Illuvium. Illuvium dropped to like $88. I was like, hey, bro, I picked up Quant around $88 and it's been doing great for me. Yeah. I picked up some Illuvium. Illuvium hit like over $1,000 last bull cycle. So I picked up some Illuvium and I picked up what was the last one?
Illuvium, Avalanche, and Jewel Token. I knew that's what you were going to say.
Dude, it dropped below 30 cents. It was like 25, 26, maybe 27 cents now. I picked some of that up. I didn't get time to pick up some Caspa at below 11 cents, but I will start dollar cost averaging a little bit more into Caspa.
I'm about to look real quick just because I would like to know what's the all-time high on Jewel. Oh, there it is. Jewel Token.
You think VChain's gonna pump, bro?
Okay, hold on. I'm about to pull this right now. Let me see here. So here's Jewel Token. Let me do the all-time here. Okay, what did we hit? Whoa. bro. I don't think it can do that again.
Flip over to the market cap. Flip over to the market.
I don't think it can do. Hold on a second. Let's just talk about this for one second.
The market cap is only 40 million.
I know, but well, dude, I can look at this and tell you that it must have been 2.8 billion or something wild. Hold on. It had to have got higher than that. That doesn't even work out. That doesn't even make sense. I guess maybe the number of tokens.
Yeah, the number of tokens must have
the number of tokens
at the time.
Yeah, must have heavily changed. But
let me tell you, Ming. I don't.
What
think
are we at right now?
We're at market cap. I'm not shooting for a $20 jewel token, but $2 or $3, I think is very possible.
Yeah, and because it got all the way up to $21.42, but the supply has to have absolutely skyrocketed for that. Because, dude, that would literally you're talking about a 70x from where you're at right now.
Yeah, but look,
that would be savage.
89% of the circulating supply is already out, so selling pressure is going to be low. There's not going to be a lot more inflation.
I get on board with
token
that.
Into the bull market. And with that being said, the market cap is only 40 million right now.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think as a gaming and as a DeFi token, it can definitely get close to, if not over $1 billion, $1 billion market cap.
A billy with a B.
That's right.
Hey, I want to tell you something.
I'm packing my bags for that one.
I want to show you something real quick. I want to show you somebody that's in the stream right now. Crypto Billy in the house. We had a little discussion earlier today. I think Billy wants to. I think Crusader wants to tell you something.
This Tuesday, we will both be on your space. Get ready, because it's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a wild ride on Billy Goat Tales on Tuesday. So stand by. We're gonna come in and drop some alpha.
That's what you want to call it.
Yeah. We're gonna drop some alpha in Billy Goat Tales on Tuesday. So if you guys aren't on Billy Goat Tales on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, make sure to swing on by. We're gonna be having some fun. So, all right, cool. Let's get into it. Let me first
some TA stuff.
Yeah. I was
Bitcoin TA.
Yes, sir. Let me see the TA.
Do that. Where we at? Here?
I talked to CVO yesterday, by the way, and he was telling me that this. He was telling me that this dip right now, he could see it. The dip that was happening yesterday. He thought it was a good opportunity to sweep up. He said, "Hey, we could still see a further dip." He was thinking down, even maybe as low as 36 to 39K, which would be a much, a big move, where you could still see that. But he doesn't see us going lower than that. And him and Magic have been having some good calls recently.
Yeah,
and the time spans are on point.
I jumped into the long again. I was in a long.
Yeah,
I was up like 50%. Obviously, the dip happened. I was still able to get profit. I was like 200 something bucks in profit off the trade. I jumped back in yesterday at 42.5. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm just gonna jump in. I'm up. Let me see, what am I up at right now? It's on my phone. I'm up 26% right now on my long for Bitcoin, and I'm running that bad boy all the way to 48. And then at that point, I'm taking profits. I don't think I'm going to ride it all the way to 50.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think you should ride it to 50, because I already told you what's going to happen about 49.6.
Yeah, you never know. It could blast past
and
50.
Then
keep rocking and rolling. So here it is, right? This is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. This is quick and easy. This is yesterday's range of 43,700. We broke above the value area high yesterday, and we also broke above this annual pivot of not annual, but the April 22 pivot. This thing has been either massive resistance or massive support. I think anything above 43.6 right here is bullish, and that's where I'm riding it up. So we're up here. We broke up today. We had a massive run up, and now we're kind of forming a little sideways consolidation here. It could be. Where's my brush? It looks like two little booty cheeks right here. And then we're gonna keep riding that bad boy up to the top. I think the 48K, right, this area right here, this 44 to 45 is some level of, obviously there was another range that we're in, so we're gonna have to break into that. Hopefully that's not a lot of resistance. But, always expect the worst. And then above that is the ultimate range of 46 all the way to,
it's a big range.
50. Those are the levels right there. We're going to have to break through to get to that 50K. So,
yeah. Well, I do think, I've said this, I think I said this yesterday, I do think I'm going to lose my bet to believes. I'm prepared to see 50K. 100%. I am prepared to see it, but I still want to stand firm and let you guys know I don't think we're just going to go through 50K and blast off. I don't see it. That's just kind of my two satoshis.
It could go a lot higher. I don't think we're gonna hit all-time high, but I think we can push it maybe to 54, 55. It could be a wick, right? I think it's most likely going to be a wick situation where we just blast and then just come right back. Most people won't even be awake to see it probably. I think that's what the case is going to be, because there's just been so much back and forth FUD with the Bitcoin ETF is going to happen, is it not going to happen, right? And once they say it's on like Donkey Kong, here's the first wave of approvals, it's going to be nothing but FOMO news after that. Just straight up FOMO news, and that thing is going to pump like we haven't seen it pump before.
We're going to talk about it. We actually have that on the agenda for today. We're going to pull up some stuff over on the X-verse, so stick around for that. And then, guys, if you didn't see the title, Binance doing some interesting things. They're doing a little keeping an eye on you, so pay attention for that. We will be getting into that later on in the stream. Smash the likes if you haven't already. Super chats out there, guys. Just a reminder, dude, I think changing the time so far, we got to get people hip to the new time, because I've noticed whereas we normally add 60, 70-ish people, we've had about half of that right now. So where are we going to steal subs from? Because they apparently are somewhere else right now. We need to figure that out. So I don't know. Our current people, please come back home. So if you know somebody, if you or one of your friends is watching another live stream and not watching Crypto Wars, please scold them. Please let them know. Come back. We are at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, that's that. Let's keep it going. Let's talk about Bitcoin, dude. This right here, this article right here, to me,
that guy's head is shinier than that gold.
Not make sense. Bloomberg analyst McGlone compares Bitcoin and gold, announced his 2024 prediction. All right, guys, this probably isn't going to be what you think, but Bloomberg senior commodity expert Mike McGlone, known for his analysis of Bitcoin and crypto, made a new post from his X account. In the post, he compared Bitcoin and gold and examined how they would perform in 2024. Here's what he said. Is gold poised to beat Bitcoin 2024? Great reset leanings. Gold may have an upper hand in 2024 versus hyped Bitcoin on the expected launch of the US ETFs. The crypto led most risk assets down in 2022 and up in 2023, which could portend Bitcoin's high market beta status versus and I can't see the last part, but effectively, he is saying that we're going to have an intersection with basically, so you know how they have trading pairs on where they have how we have trading pairs in crypto, right? You have USDC to USDT, you have Bitcoin to ETH, whatever. I think, as I read this article, I don't think that he was saying that Bitcoin was actually going to be outperformed by gold in terms of like its actual growth. I think that he was saying that the percentages are going, but it doesn't make sense either way to me, because, dude, what are we thinking? We're thinking in a bad case, Bitcoin goes up 100%. Gold ain't going to 4K.
Bitcoin or already up more than 100% since last year.
Since last year, but he's talking 2024. He's talking 2024 though. So I guess what I'm saying is, in a bad case, even if we hit the bull.
Somebody said that the previous year too, saying that 2023 gold's gonna outperform Bitcoin, and we're like, oh, it's the bear market. Gold is gonna outperform. Here we are,
dude. Hold on a second. Let me look at gold real quick.
Gold is.
Let me look at gold real quick.
Not doing nothing.
$13.779 trillion. So let me just use that
market
number.
Cap.
That's the market cap, right?
No.
So if Bitcoin has a crap year and goes from 40, let's just say, to all-time highs, right? That would be basically a 20, it'd be like a 30% move from here, right? It'd be a 50% move from here. So for gold to do that, you're going to be at $20 trillion. Not a freaking chance, bro.
They're going to have to mine a lot of gold, or you're going to have to destroy a lot of gold to be able to multiply that market cap.
100%. It like the math ain't mathin' for me on this one. Drop in the chat. Drop a 1 if you think that gold can outperform Bitcoin. I don't see that at all. Gold is damn near a stable coin half the time.
That's blasphemy at this point. This is why gold can't do that. gold, right? A lot of people like to argue that, hey, gold is better than Bitcoin because you can actually use it, right? It's in computers, it's in all these things.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point, right? You use gold, and that is why gold is a stable coin, because they can't afford the price of gold to double up in price or more. Because how much more expensive is your computer, is your phone, is all your electric devices going to get that all these massive companies use, that people use day to day? Gold cannot continue to increase in value for that one reason, right? I understand in jewelry, high quality gold, yada yada, increase in value. But the gold that is being used in all these computer parts and in technology that we're using every day, if gold continues to increase, that price, that increase is going to be put on the consumers for all those goods, and then they literally are going to be selling less. And every company wants to always increase their profits and sell more than the previous quarter, and they can't allow that to happen. Therefore, that is why gold is literally suppressed at the prices that it's at. And it has a little bit of a run here and there, but they can't afford it because they have to continuously use it in all the technology that we're using. They can't let gold just off the leash and just explode in price. Unlike Bitcoin, which it can and it will surpass gold.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, the price per ounce right now is like $2,066, which is creeping on. I don't know what the all-time high is for gold, but it's not a lot higher than that, if at all.
I think gold's like what, like 2080 something?
2066 is what I'm seeing with just a
Okay.
quick search. I'm not looking at an actual chart on it, but it looks like it's around 2,000 to 2,100 bucks. And we see gold basically. So I think that it is absolutely blasphemy to say that gold is going to outperform Bitcoin in any sort of way. And ultimately, man, let's be fair. Unless we have a world war / grid go down, right? Gold ain't gonna do what Bitcoin is able to do. I can buy, dude, in some sort of way. I think you could. I think almost any commodity on planet Earth right now, that there's somebody that would sell it to you for Bitcoin.
Anybody would sell their commodities.
So I think that any commodity on Earth, you could find a person to sell it to you for Bitcoin. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't know that every person on planet Earth would see the same value or value proposition to do the same thing for gold, just because of how steady it does stay. Like the price appreciation, the risk reward is not there unless they're just going to flip it. And if they're going to flip it, hey, Bitcoin, gold, whatever, their price is the price and whatever.
Gold, and what you're saying, they're trying to get everybody to buy gold. Ain't nobody buying that thing. Well, people are buying it, but
oh yeah.
Walmart, Costco, I think it was Costco that started selling gold to its retail in the store. Literally just a stand of gold. People can just go there and buy gold coins. I think Walmart is now also adding something like that, at least
Really?
some select stores. Yeah, where you can just walk in and there's gold coins everywhere and just pick up as much gold as you want and you pay for it.
They got like like they've got like ounces of gold of it.
Yeah,
well, probably not in ounces. They're probably in grams.
Like an ounce or grams or whatever it is. Dude, and I think that's happening.
Crypto Chef said Costco sold out quick.
Yes, Costco did sell out quick. But that's also because a lot of preppers go there.
That's a good point. That's actually a really good point.
Buy in bulk, and they go to Costco and stuff like that. So I think they're trying to program people to start buying gold. I think the financial reset is getting closer and closer. These are some of the signals, right? These companies are now selling you gold because they know that dollars at some point ain't going to be worth too much. Institutional money is moving towards Bitcoin, digital finance, because they know the dollar is dying slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So I think even if they want to sell you all the gold they can, gold is never going to outperform Bitcoin. It just can't at this point.
Yeah, look what Enrique Suave said. The nice thing about when the secret police come for me, I don't have to try to pack a bunch of gold and silver and soybeans to try to preserve my wealth.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely true. You can go anywhere, anytime, any place. Hey, you can put your keys in your head, remember them, or obviously, a lot of people aren't going to be able to do that. But if you could, which I think most people could, right? If you repeat that enough times in your head, you could go anywhere, anytime, and be able to move that Bitcoin around exponentially. So
I'm telling you, this whole thing about Bitcoin and gold, like what he was just talking about right now in that comment, right, about preserving your wealth or whatever. When something happens, if something were to happen, right? Like we've seen some tsunamis happening in Japan this year. We've seen some other crazy stuff happening, a lot of earthquakes all around the world. When things like that happen, and let's say some type of catastrophic event does occur, right? That there's that movie on Netflix right now. It's called like Forget the World or something like that. Forget the rest of the world.
Oh yeah, it was a terrible movie, but yes.
Terrible movie. It sucks.
Yes.
But the concepts that are touched upon that movie.
Oh yeah, they're suggesting a whole lot.
Great, right? Like one of the lines that Ethan Hawke says is like, "I'm not a prepared man. You are. I need your help." Right? And he's there begging for this guy that is a prepper. Nobody's gonna be bartering with gold. Right. The barter for gold only happens, gold, silver, whatever precious metals, only happens when you try to reconstruct a civilization, a society once again. But for the longest, it's going to be everyone for themselves, small groups of people that have huddled together to survive, Walking Dead style. Nobody's going to be bartering with precious metals because nobody can eat that or use that to defend themselves. People are going to be bartering for ammo, and people are going to be bartering for food. That's all that matters in those situations. Nobody's going to care about the gold or silver.
Shout out to, I totally agree with you, by the way. Shout out to Lee Kalafi. Said $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Said, yo, Crypto Wars, you know how we do. Just came in to drop some love from the Jesuscoin community. God bless. Hey, Jesuscoin is something Donald Trump holds, so you know it must be. I think he does have like a couple.
Is that thing still going?
Jesuscoin. I don't know. I haven't looked at it recently. I have not checked it out recently, but I'm guessing that Lee probably made a bunch of money on Jesuscoin because some people made a ton of money on Jesuscoin in the past. So yeah, thank you, Lee. I've got your name on the wheel now. Is Lee a member, Crusader?
I'm not 100% sure.
If you could take a peek for me real quick. I didn't have it. I don't have in front of me what I need to know whether Lee is a member or not.
No, I do not think Lee's
okay. Well, Lee, just a reminder, if you are a member, that 10 spots on the wheel just turns into 20. So if you want to grab that membership today, I will convert those for you to 20 names on the wheel.
Anyone that gifts memberships away gets triple.
Oh yeah, we're gonna triple if we gift on them. Okay,
if they gift memberships, you will get triple on your
Look at this. I don't know if people are gonna be bartering for ammo. More like using their ammo to obtain resources for those without ammo.
But at some point, you're gonna have to buy something.
Yeah,
you might not have anything to barter with, and somebody's gonna want some freedom seeds for whatever it is that you're trying to buy.
For sure.
So I think that's gonna happen at some point. Talking about Bitcoin, talking about making money. These people are going to make money hand over fist here real quick. As you can see right here, let me zoom in here. But apparently, former city execs are launching a Bitcoin depository receipts, which are backed securities by Bitcoin and do not need SEC approval. This is coming from Bloomberg. I don't know where this came from, because this came out of nowhere now. Nobody was even talking about this. I mean, obviously, we're not from the traditional finance system. I didn't know this was even a possibility, but apparently it is. They're going to be launching depository receipts, which are literally securities backed by Bitcoin and do not need SEC approval. So imagine this whole time we've been waiting for ETF approval. Now these banks are just like, hey, we don't even need ETF approvals. We're just going to do depository receipts, and they're gonna be there's another article here, or another tweet out here that goes a little bit more in detail about what.
But don't you think they're gonna fight back on that?
Who? They don't need approval.
How are they going to allow it's got to be for institutional investors only?
Probably. So here's another one, right? So this other one here says the Citigroup executives are launching the depository receipts, bypassing U.S. regulatory approval. Unlike Bitcoin ETFs converted to cash, these receipts offer direct ownership of Bitcoin for qualified institutions. So this is institution to institution. This is not going to be to the retail people. So they don't need to protect them, right? Because they're smart money. We're dumb money. We need protection. They don't. So with that being said, it looks like the ETF thing is not only the only thing that's going to be blasting Bitcoin off, but when this thing takes off and they start doing these depository receipts and institutions, you get even more exposure to Bitcoin. It's on like Donkey Kong, bro. I'm telling you, the FOMO that's going to happen after the ETF approval for regulatory SEC, it's gonna be nothing. Everybody's gonna come out of the wild woodwork, whatever you call it, and just start producing all kinds of Bitcoin products for institutions and big money to just be jumping in. So what do you think? You go ahead.
Oh, it's because Tommy Gunn. Sorry, my phone is going nuts here. I had an issue in my
Turn that thing off.
in the construction world. My bad.
Unfortunately,
I have to keep it on so that at least something crazy doesn't happen. So Tommy Gunn said most credit union banks are doing it as well, but I just don't understand why people just don't want to just directly buy and hold their own Bitcoin. Do you think that it's people are just scared? They don't have the knowledge.
I think especially with institutional money, I think it's so much money, and the way it's locked up for them to be able to withdraw money here and move it there. I don't think they can't just open up a Coinbase account and say, yeah, we're buying millions of Bitcoin.
Yeah, they buy into our you're basically suggesting that the bank almost is like the banking institution almost serves as like a pass-through entity, kind of how you could use like an S corp and an LLC, and basically they're using them as maybe some sort of protection in some sort of way, or accounting procedures, or there's a reason that you think that they're doing it that way.
Yeah, there has to be some type of regulatory protocol, something in the way that allows them to only be able to navigate money in certain directions and certain formats. Yeah. And I think they can't just, hey, we're buying this right here on Coinbase or whatever. Makes
sense. Speaking of something you can buy on Coinbase, and something that hey, we're not giving financial advice, but I think it's going to have a lot of opportunity coming up. You already know the VChain Vice Lord is here to speak. Put it up. Hold on, what was I doing before? Whoop. Yep, that's the VChain Vice Lord. I don't like that though. We got to work on that. VChain price prediction turning mildly bearish and suggests bears are back on track. VChain is down 7% approximately in the current week and tested the 50-day EMA. The trend of this crypto is still in the upward direction overall, though. Here's the chart, right? Okay, we're talking about VChain falling, and you guys are probably thinking, wait a minute, Keeper, why are you talking about VChain falling? Well, let me tell you. The price prediction says the bears are back on track, so they might drag it to new monthly lows. But here's the resistance levels. 0.035, so 3.5 cents to 3.8 cents. And then support levels are 2.5 to 2.8 cents. Here's the good news. Should we go down to those numbers, I think that it gives nothing short of more opportunity. A lot of these altcoins, guys, that you may or may not be packing your bags for have such exponential opportunity to grow. And with VChain, I love it for a number of different reasons. Crusader, of course, calls it commie coin and doesn't like it, and for whatever, right? We don't have to agree on everything. But what I love is the opportunity for exponential growth for your portfolio. And we see that with this. Whereas some of the assets, well, I'll use Solana as an example, totally different type of asset, totally different type of crypto, does totally different things. But it has run so hard already that I can't see Solana going another 25x. I mean, dude, think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like VChain absolutely could do a 25x from where it's at. That'd be like 75 cents, which would be a little bit over, be 2.5 times what it was at the high of the last bear market.
What's the market cap on that right now?
The market cap on VChain right now is, allow me to look. VET. Let me look. I think it's around $1 billion and some change. 2 billion and some change. It's 2.3 billion. So for you to not think that it could go to $60 billion in this next run, I don't think that that's an insane number to go to. It's high. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is a big ass number. But the reality is, even for it to go back to all-time highs, it's going to 25 billion, where it was at before. Oof. Shout out to Crypto Angels. $10 super chat said, hit the likes, fam. I love where Crypto Angels' mind is at. Hit those likes, fam. That definitely, Crypto Angels, I am dropping you on the wheel. Is Crypto Angels we need a quick way to be able to check membership. I know Crypto Angels obviously came on and won some money, but is Crypto Angels a member?
I don't think he's a member.
I don't know, because he was brand new. So We've got your name on there 10 times, Crypto Angels. Thank you very much for your continued support. So yeah, so VChain, and then in that regard, though, that's the one that I keep talking about because I just believe so heavily that it's going to do so well, give lots of opportunity, it solves real world problems, all of that. Let me ask you, Crusader, why Caspa? We keep going back and forth on this Caspa VChain thing. Is it just the hype that's been built around it? Because a lot of the crypto markets are based on hype, and there's been a ton of hype, no doubt.
I think there's a lot of hype behind Caspa. I think their technology that's a proof of work token. A lot we see everything that we see now is proof of stake. We don't see a lot of proof of work anymore. I think a lot of people are very bullish on proof of work. So a lot of people that are like Bitcoin maxis and all this that are into the proof of work, they like Caspa being proof of work. They also has the DAG technology, which makes it faster and more efficient than the regular blockchain technology that we've seen before. And most importantly, look how far it's gotten. It's gotten to about 2.6 billion market cap and is listed on 0 tier 1 exchanges. You can only get it like on MEXC, some
You
other
got to go looking for it.
some other random little places. So like main adoption of the regular people jumping in and getting into the market can't even access Caspa right now. Once Coinbase, Binance, and some of these KuCoin and some of these other bigger exchanges start listing Caspa, that thing's gonna blast off.
It should rip at that point for sure.
More access to that token, right? And there just isn't right now, and it's just done amazing this last bear market. It hasn't even seen a bull market yet.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I want to touch on one thing. Somebody was asking about the supply. Here's VChain. 70. Oh, it's not showing the whole thing. Let me scroll down a little bit. It looks like it on mine. Circulating supply 72 billion. And the total supply is 85 billion. So most of that's already out there, which is generally a good thing as well, right? A lot of times you'll deal with with inflation, the same thing you will it's the reason that EIP 1559 got introduced to ETH, because there is an unlimited potential of ETH that can be produced. So they start burning to offset that. Well, there's not an unlimited potential on VChain. You are literally, quick math tells me we're like 86% of the way there. That's big. I also want to shout out Crypto Stevo gifting a Crypto Wars membership. Thank you very much. He gifted Kevin Willett. Kevin Willett, welcome to being a new
Let's go. Crypto Stevo's next what you call it?
Next super chat's going to be tripled
3 times, baby.
Remind us, Crypto Stevo, even if you can't do it today, remind us you gifted a membership and we will triple up your next super chat, brother. We appreciate you as always. All right, so we've talked about VChain, we've talked about Bitcoin. Let's talk about some things that are happening overseas. I think
overseas. What could
Oh, no. Hold on. Let's back up. Let's talk first about Visa. Visa. So Visa has a pilot for a Web3 customer loyalty platform. I think this is interesting. I want to touch on this. They're releasing a Web3 loyalty service that involves gamified giveaways and immersive treasure hunts, the digital payments giant announced on Thursday. The customer engagement platform, named the Web3 Loyalty Engagement Solution, will let brands create digital wallets where they can store rewards points and experiences on behalf of customers. According to the customer experience and loyalty management firm's Bonds, the Loyalty Report, which interviewed 60,000 consumers globally, many customers are looking to be rewarded for engaging and interacting with brands and not simply for purchasing goods and services. This woman here, the SVP, Kathleen Pierce Gilmore, noted in a press release that she said, imagine earning a unique digital collectible, whether it's from purchasing tickets for a sports event or participating in augmented reality treasure hunt. She believes that the new loyalty solution, which has been designed in partnership with Web3 engagement and loyalty platform Smart Media Technologies, will enable brands to provide digital wallets to their customers so they can get perks and benefits, such as, like I said, online, real-world experiences, travel, sports, entertainment, ultimately changing the loyalty experience that is there today. Crusader, the funny thing about this in particular is that we talked about this a lot when we were talking about NFTs. We talked about how the opportunity is going to be put in, or the opportunity that's there is for a lot of these big companies to step in, use NFTs as an engagement farming kind of technique and activity. Now we're seeing the biggest payments giant on planet Earth saying, you know what, I'm going to start looking at Web3. And if that doesn't tell you that the crypto markets are bullish and that things are coming, I don't know what else to tell you, because they are thinking the way that us crypto-centric people have been thinking, that we're thinking years ago, that have been that forward looking. They're saying, hey, it's here, it's happening. How do we get a piece of the action? Do you agree?
Oh, dude, I 100% agree. It's going to be huge. And yeah, I was going to point that out too. Crypto Angels became a member, says double me up, sir. That's right. Another 10 slots on the wheel.
Well, and I gotta hook him up with that right now. I'll put you on there right now. Crypto Angels, welcome, welcome, welcome. I got you. I got you. I got you. Thank you very much for your continued support. You said another 10 slots?
Yeah, another 10 slots. It was a $4.99 double up. That means it's 10 slots, baby. Let's go.
Boom, bam,
Tomorrow we're playing for
well, and I got to add more
$4,000.
than that, because he did a $5 super chat earlier, didn't he?
That's right. Yes, he did.
So
he did a 10. He did a 10.
Oh, he did a 10.
He did a 10.
Well, then we need to add 10 more slots on top of the 10 that you just told me.
That's right. That's right.
I'm banging it out right now, brother. We have got you on.
Another 10. He did a 10 before he became a member. Now he's a member. It's 20. It's 20.
Yeah, I know, but I had already done 10, is what I'm saying. So I had already done the other 10. So we're adding 10 for the $5 super chat and 10 for the 10 that I missed.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Boom. Got you, Crypto Angels.
Awesome.
Thank you for your continued support. And guys, tomorrow Flipper Hodl's gonna be wild, yo. We got there's gonna be there better be, okay. There better be a lot of freaking people in here tomorrow. And the individual coming on is excited to play too. And I think that he or she, I can neither confirm nor deny whether it is a male or female, but he or she is excited to come on, going to be playing for the community, going to be bringing their community over here. So yeah, get those in there if you guys want a chance to, get some action. Crypto Wander, $10 super chat says, put me down too.
Let's go.
It is happening. Crypto Wander, I got you. Crypto Wander is a member, right?
Yes, I believe
Crypto Wander, I believe, is a member. So 20 slots on the wheel where you're getting it going. All right, let's keep it rocking and rolling. We're talking
about loyalty and Bitcoin and whatever. Dude, Bitcoin's trying to break that resistance right now, trying to break out above 44,000 right now. Hold on, let me show you my screen. It's breaking this resistance right here, this neckline of the little double bottom that I was talking about, right? The little booty cheeks, right? The little booty cheeks. Bam, bam. Right, the neckline was right here, and bam, it's trying to break out of that thing right now. And if it does, get ready. But talking about Bitcoin, talking about FUD, another thing everybody was worried about, right? They're getting denied, right? Bitcoin getting denied. Well, if it gets denied, the U.S. securities lawyer James Murphy says, well, they're just going to get immediately sued, and the D.C. Courts of Appeals would again rule that the SEC is being a douchebag.
Is being a douchebag. That's exactly what they should probably just written that as the article. The SEC is being a douchebag. That would be probably a way better way to put that.
I don't think it's going to get denied, bro. There's a lot of people. I think Joshua Jacobs out there. He put a bet, $1,000 bet that is going to get denied.
He put $1,000 bet that is going to get denied.
Yeah. I think he made a. Who
did he make a bet with?
He used some platform there to bet. He bet like $1,400, I think, and he can win up to 8,000 if he's right. But I honestly don't think it's going to happen. I don't think
because the odds were stacked against.
Yeah, the odds are stacked against him for sure on that one. I don't see it. I mean, anything's possible. Any kind of fugazi is possible, but I think they're here and they're ready to go.
Yeah. Everybody is loading up and ready to rock. I saw an article as well. I don't have this pulled up, but I saw an article as well saying that a massive amount of the liquidity that they're planning on seeing pump in is waiting to see the actual approval happen. But my question is, unless they have to, well, we talked to Bullish about it, but like, unless they have to, I feel like that doesn't make sense because most people are expecting for it to rip.
They also don't, there's so much money outside of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is so small that they also don't want to go in and push the price up with their buys. They want the price to pump. They don't want to move the price too much either, because there's regulatory situations against it. You're starting to like move markets and do all kinds of fugazi.
They already do that anyway.
With that too. Let's go, baby. Look at that thing breaking. Come on. It's pumping.
They already do all of that anyway. Hey, you're in a long on this, right?
Oh yeah.
If you guys are not trading under us, we do have a ZoomX link and a Market Cipher link too. If you guys are looking for just some TA love, just trying to figure things out, there's some really good stuff on Market Cipher. We've got a 20% off code if you guys want to use that down below. You can see actually we have Market Cipher and if I could speak, what's the other? I'm spacing on the name of what you were just using. What's your other indicator that you have on there? And ChartPrime. I really like ChartPrime on I like the breaker blocks, and I like the overbought and oversold, the orange blocks that kind of tell it because it's simple. The reason that I like the trading indicators is because for somebody like myself that doesn't trade a ton, it's a really simple way for me to take a quick look at something. Same thing with Market Cipher, though. Market Cipher's got your green dots, your red dots, got your money flow.
Oh, yeah. But I use it for Confluence, dude. They're really good when they both line up and they're telling you the same thing.
Yeah,
dude, it's money. It's money.
Crypto Pollo said, "I'm trading on your ZoomX link, and I do love ZoomX." Well, Crypto Pollo, appreciate you for supporting. That's one of the ways you can support the stream. We got some changes coming for season 3. The word of the day is survive, guys. We have tweaked and twisted and had so many meetings about the format for this, and we announced it yesterday. Talked about effectively, was it yesterday? I think, yeah. Yesterday we talked about it, or I talked about it. That's right. Crusader, you weren't on to talk about it. So to make it really simple, if any of you missed what we're doing for season 3, every single week, so we're going to start with 10 people, plus myself and Crusader, that will come on. There will be 2 people eliminated every single week. However, the chat is going to be able to save one of those individuals. And every time an individual is saved, they get moved to Thursday to do a 1v1 versus another person that got saved. Then when we get to the final week, when you have the final 2 people, it will actually be 3 people because somebody is going to win their way through the saved 1v1s, and that individual is going to be in the final. There'll be 3 people in the final. It's going to be super dope. We got a thing called the hot seat where some trades are going to be forced on some people. People are not going to want to be on that hot seat. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be engaging. We've got big names coming up. We will announce those really soon, but it's a lot of people that you are going to want to watch. Bro, this is going to, I believe, crush what we did in season 1. Season 2 slowed down a little bit, right? I think some of that was just the viewership, what was happening in the market, blah, blah, blah. But season 3, bro, new year, moving into what we're moving into, all of the things we have working in the background, bro. I think season 3 is going to be wild, bro. And you guys can win money too. There's going to be a trading competition that's going to pay out at least the top 3. We don't know the exact numbers yet, just candidly. It's going to depend on how much people trade. The way that these trading competitions work, those numbers get huge because obviously the money needs to come from somewhere. Those numbers get huge as more and more people are trading. So jump into the trading competition when we give you guys that information. We'll toss that out there. That'll be shortly. We start January 15th. We did move it back to January 15th. I'll run that across the bottom here so you can see it. 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And reminder to everybody that's in here, 1:30 is the new start time. I know we switched it to 1, but we needed to go to 1:30 for some just personal business type reasons. So we're not going to be changing it again. 1:30 p.m. New year, new time. Hopefully. Cross fingers. All right. So check this out. South Korea. Let's talk about South Korea. South Korea regulator seeks ban on crypto purchases with credit cards. The Financial Services Commission cited concerns about illegal outflow of domestic funds overseas due to card payments on overseas virtual asset exchanges. Their Financial Services Commission proposed that ban. The regulator wants to expand the scope of prohibited credit card payments to add crypto exchanges to prevent foreign currency outflow and prevent money laundering, it said in a note on Thursday. The FSC has invited comment on the proposal from organizations and individuals by February 13th. Last month, they proposed those rules and basically to protect, or they say, and I want to get your take on this, Crusader, to protect users of crypto exchanges, requiring the exchanges to store at least 80% of their deposits in cold wallets. Last month, crypto wallets not permanently online and thus vulnerable to hacks. Obviously, they're talking about hardware wallets. Under the rules, exchanges would also have to pay fees to customers using their deposits. Do you think that people should or should not be able to buy crypto with credit cards? Do you look at it any different than you do a debit card? Let me start there.
I don't. I use my credit card a lot.
Okay.
Practically for almost everything, and then I just pay off the credit card.
Because you're responsible. Like, I got it.
I don't pay it off
Oh,
full. I
no,
just
but I'm
pay,
saying, like,
I made my payment.
no, I get it. But what I'm trying to say is that you're making the payments, not whether you pay it off in full every freaking time.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not saying that. You're making the payments to keep up with things, but a lot of people, not so much. And what happens, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. What happens when somebody says, oh, I've got 20 grand available on this and Bitcoin's going to pump, baby. And then all of a sudden we get a market dump. And their Bitcoin, they're maybe new to the space. Now they leverage themselves via a credit card. Now a freaking risk on asset has got them feeling crushed and they have no ability to pay this. I'm just saying it's a slippery slope.
So slippery slope for, I think that's a bad investment in the terms of the credit card company for choosing to give that person $20,000. I think it's a great investment strategy from that person to use that credit card, max out that baby, and buy that Bitcoin.
Not financial advice. Not financial advice.
What does the government do? The government just prints more money. Hey, we want to buy X, Y, and Z printer, which is aka credit card, right? Just throw it on the credit card. It has an infinite tab. Just put it on my tab. Just put it on my tab, right?
Infinite
and at some point, maybe we'll pay it back. Maybe we won't. We're paying like close to $1 billion of interest per day or something like that. Something crazy, something's dumb like that on interest alone on our national debt, which just hit a new all-time high. So why not? If the government can just have
the government can do it, why can't we
just max out credit cards and buy an asset that actually does well?
Yeah, that's a really good point. Crypto Angels, shout out to you. $5 super chat said not flipping. Gonna hodl. Well, Crypto Angels, we just put you down for 10 more slots since you, my friend, are a member of the stream. Thank you very much for your continued support. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. All I'm throwing out there is I could see the argument that they could put out saying, hey, this is irresponsible, blah, blah, blah. But their argument, what I don't agree with is the money laundering, the this, the that. The reality is credit card fraud runs rampant left, right, sideways anyway. What's the difference with somebody using a credit card, fraudulently to buy crypto versus fraudulently to buy something from a freaking store? Guess what?
They can make more money.
What's that?
They can make more money.
They could make more money, yes, for
That's
sure.
the problem.
But it does. But why would the credit card company
that increases in value?
Oh yeah, no, we got to keep everybody poor.
Everything else, oh no, sir, you're not going to make money off our money. I mean, your money. No, we're not doing. We're not allowing.
R.S. Miller said, if I was 80 and about to die, yes, a credit card would be a nice use. You know what? That's actually really funny. I've never thought about that. But somebody that's nearing their deathbed, perfect credit, got a huge amount of credit cards to use. Just hold on a second. I need to talk. You know what? Hey, after the stream today, I'm going to visit my grandma. Okay. I love her with all my heart. And I'm going to say, Grandma, listen, here's what I need you to do. I need to know what is your current limits on all of your credit cards, or we're going to be applying. And all I want when you do pass, dude, I'm so close with my grandma, by the way. So I'm having fun with this conversation, but I will be a freaking wreck when my grandma does pass. But that being said, so all I'm asking for in the will is for me just to have to not, just leave the credit cards in your name. And then, my grandpa's already passed. I just want to use them and run them up. Dude,
does that debt pass on to anybody?
What, credit card debt?
Yeah.
I can't see that it legally could. If she has, right? Hold on a second. Let me back that up. It probably, yes, I know the answer to this. It goes into the estate. Like the estate when they, when they pay everything out. Tell us in the chat, but I believe that the credit card debt would go against the estate. So let's say it was $100 grand worth of credit card debt, and the house sells. I believe that goes against the estate.
Who cares about the house, bro? Keep that Bitcoin, baby.
Yeah. So it's great.
Who cares about the house? Screw the house. Bitcoin's gonna be worth $1 million.
Somebody else said no. If there's no person as a secondary, if the card is only person, then no. I can't see that though, right? It seems like it would go against the estate.
I mean, imagine, but look, just imagine you drive up a ton of credit card debt, right? Debt, loans, all kinds of craziness. Your house sells for 300K, but your debt's like 500K, and the house is passed on to you, right? You are the inheritor of the house. You have to sell this house, but there's still to pay off this debt, but there's 200K more. So now you responsible for that 200K. Hey, my grandpa was,
So I think they sue the actual estate is what I'm getting at. Like they would sue it for that amount. I don't know about all of the extra stuff. There's got to be somebody in here that unfortunately has probably dealt with this. They can't
be aware. It's like, yo, I'm not paying the debt of somebody else that was financially reckless. That wasn't my problem.
Look at this. R.S. Miller said, card had a total on it. My mom only had a second card and didn't have to pay it. So I don't know. Maybe it depends on the amount and the actual creditor. I have no idea, but it was a funny thought, right? Not funny. Obviously, it's a morbid thought, but I'm just saying that, like, you theoretically, if you wanted to really pass something on, right? Like if I knew that I was going to pass soon, I could literally, and that was the case.
That credit card debt.
That credit card debt is going to go banging through the ceiling as I'm buying Bitcoin and ETH.
That's
you know what I mean? So R.S. Miller said I looked it up on Google also. So maybe the credit card companies don't. I know. I'll tell you this: an insurance company would have a way to figure out getting their damn money back, because they are never, ever, ever trying to pay for any freaking thing. So I don't know. It says they can go after the estate. Stays open for a while so creditors can get their money, which is what I believe that too. I think that there just might be some stipulations. At any event, we got off track. My bad. All right. So last but not least, Binance, bro. When I saw this, it like tickled it tickled a nerve that I did not like. Okay. Binance places monitoring tag on 10 crypto assets, including, what do you know, Monero and Zcash. Binance has placed monitoring tags on a slew of coins and tokens, including several major privacy coins, warning that these assets may no longer meet the exchange's listing criteria. The world's largest exchange said in a statement on Thursday it will extend the monitoring tag for Ant, Fire, all of these assets. It says tokens with the monitoring tag will exhibit notably higher volatility and risks compared to other listed tokens. These tokens are closely monitored with regular reviews conducted. Keep in mind that tokens with the monitoring tag are at risk of no longer meeting our listing criteria and being delisted from the platform. Binance added that users must pass corresponding quizzes every 90 days to gain trading access to these tokens labeled with the monitoring tag. Can it be anything other than a coincidence that they're putting monitoring tag on privacy coins, and the privacy coins are the ones that you have to take a quiz to be able to purchase?
No, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise. We've talked about this for a long time. The fight against privacy in privacy coins, tokens, is going to be huge, and it's just getting started. And I think the removal of CZ was one of those obstacles they had to get rid of to allow this to happen, because I don't think he was for something like this. I didn't
even think of that.
I think now that he's removed, they're like, okay, we start putting puppets in place, that they're the ones that are going to be running the company. They're going to comply with our standards of what we want as a government to be done on these exchanges. And bam, now they're putting these things in. So it's absolutely not surprising to me that after Binance, CZ, all the drama, this thing is starting to happen now. It's wild. They're literally putting a quiz on you to trade an asset. I don't see people getting quizzed before they have to go vote.
They should, by the way, speaking of that, have to do that, because so many people just vote a color.
Hey, bro, it's just
no idea what they're actually even voting for. What's that?
Just for your own protection.
It's for your own protection. Yeah. I hate this for a number of different reasons. The biggest reason is, well, first of all, obviously, we love the idea of privacy, and this is the exact opposite of that. The ethos in crypto, like, everything's on the blockchain, so it's not actually private. We have privacy coins that allow you to do things privately. That being said, deep dives into some stuff. Okay, yeah, you can figure stuff out, blah, 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 right? But cash is about as private as it freaking gets. Unless somebody sees the transaction or has the note numbers written down, I could give anybody on this stream cash hand to hand, and nobody is going to be able to say that transaction happened, right? Okay. But what I hate about it is that they are effectively making the decision for you as to whether you are worthy of buying a certain crypto asset, when the reality is it doesn't come down to that. They just want to give you another obstacle of buying something that takes away their ability to monitor, to be able to see what you're doing in the crypto space. And this is what I worry about with the CBDCs. This was the first thought that came to my mind. So they're monitoring privacy coins. When we move over to the CBDC, which they're going to have full view of every freaking thing that you do, think about the amount of control they're going to be able to put on your smart contracts attached to that money and what you can and can't buy. And you're probably not even going to be able to buy. So they'll just make it so that the actual, if they move us over to CBDCs, I'll bet you they make it just so that you can't physically buy the assets that you want to buy in that regard. They'll say, well, nope, this one can't buy that, and they'll put it into the smart contract that it just basically will deny that no matter where or how you buy it. It won't allow you to do it. Dude, this is a really slippery slope. Like Lunar Beach just said, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Yes, it's a really slippery slope, dude.
Oh yeah. Right, this whole privacy tracking thing, dude, privacy in crypto, it's gonna be a tricky one. You're gonna have to get real smart on how to track some, how to get some privacy going on, because it's that double-edged sword, right? We want a massive adoption. Well, the world doesn't want privacy. The world wants surveillance.
So look at Wick says, "What's the matter? Y'all got something to hide?" I'm hoping that this person.
That's right. It's called
my
right to not show you what I'm buying or not buying and how much money I have or don't have. Yeah, and that's what I have to hide, my own rights.
Yeah, and I think that Wick was joking, but ultimately I just want to throw out there like that it doesn't need to be something nefarious because you want it to be private, right? Like I've had literally homeowners that are, we're building something for them and ask very specifically, hey, please, if you end up doing like one of the neighbors wanted to do a job or whatever, like, hey, please don't tell them what kind of money we spent on this. Like sometimes people just want to be, it doesn't need to be anything terrible. Sometimes people just want to keep things to themselves. Hey, I don't want my neighbor knowing I just spent 50 grand on a bathroom. You know what I mean? I don't want my aunt and uncle to know that I did this, that, the third. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just people value their ability to be private. It doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. And they sell that to you all the time with the big scary, the money laundering and the criminals and the blah, blah, blah. When the reality is, if the stream started asking, hey, how much money do you have in your business versus your personal checking account? Hey, there's nothing wrong with me saying it, but I won't. Like, that's just a private, you know what I mean? Like, what?
I don't have to. Why do I have to disclose that?
Yeah,
it's nonsense, dude. It's wild that that's just the type of mentality that is pushed, and that's just, they're gonna keep pushing for that one way or another. They ain't gonna back off of that. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no, it's just gonna get worse. It's when I always compare it to like if you were getting pushed towards the edge of a cliff. At some point, the government, for an example, has pushed you off the cliff, but they did it so slowly, like they continued to kind of just push a little bit, and then pull you back, and push a little farther, and then pull you back, and then push a little farther, and then all of a sudden you're falling off the cliff, and you realize it, and you look back, and you're like, wait a minute, how did I get here? It's not genuinely just a big kick in the behind and push you off the edge. It's a real slow movement towards where they're headed, and that's kind of what I see happening here. We saw that with COVID. We saw actually that happened pretty quickly, but it was still the same idea. Like they were trying to see how far can we push people? How much will they abide by what we tell them to do? How enshrined and just what's the word I'm looking for? Like manipulated can people be? And what are they willing to give up as far as their rights go for in the sake of whatever it is that we put out there, whether we call it safety, which is usually what they go with, right? We're here to, it's the banks when they say, hey, we denied this transaction because we denied this transaction. It's for your safety. No, it's not. It's FDIC insured. It's for you because you don't want to be responsible for the money. Don't lie to me. Tell me what it is. Hey, we have to protect ourselves. We're a business. I would respect that so much.
Just how they're trying to protect all these investors, bro. They're trying to protect all these investors from making money. They're making too much money. You're getting too rich. We need to protect you from yourself.
Yeah, 1,000%. All right, crypto fam. Just a reminder: tomorrow, flip or hodl, baby. 4K is on the line. That's going to be at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remind your friends, we have moved to 1:30. That'll be the time moving forward. Trading Wars will start January 15th, 1:30 p.m. Like we talked about earlier, some big moves there. Crusader, anything else that I need to toss out there that I have either forgotten or was supposed to touch on and just missed it?
There. We got $4,000 on the line tomorrow. Smash those likes. Get ready if you're not involved already and not in the wheel.
Oh,
get on that wheel.
Crypto Wanderer just jumped on the wheel here last second. Let me jump it on there. Crypto Wanderer, thank you very much for this is what happened yesterday. I was literally getting ready to sign off, and they said, no, wait a minute. We got to make the stream go just a little bit longer. I'm all about it. We appreciate your support. Crypto Wanderer is on the wheel because Crypto Wanderer is a member. Yes.
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
I'm pretty sure Crypto Wanderer is a member. So thank you very much for your continued support, guys. All right. Well, in light of that, you could have been anywhere on a Thursday, but you're hanging out with your boys from Crypto Wars. We love you guys. Just remember, question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl
like a top.
We will see you soon.